In Tom Morris's book, Plato's Lemonade Stand, he talks about this idea of learning to use your imagination well. Otherwise, he said, your imagination can end up using you. This happened to me recently when my wife and I traveled to Savannah, Georgia. First thing we did was get on a riverboat cruise up the Savannah River. We wanted to hear about the incredible history that had taken place in this beautiful area. We were going along when we came up to a suspension bridge, and the guide noted that this bridge was 280 feet above the river. He also mentioned that if any of us would be traveling to Tybee Island to see the lighthouse, which my wife and I were, he said, you'll get to drive over this great structure. Well, that's not what I wanted to hear. I have an aversion to driving over highways that are high above the ground. I get psyched out. Well, my imagination began to kick in, and I imagined us driving over that bridge in our rental car, and I'd noticed the tires had thin tread, and all I could think about was having a blowout way up there on that bridge. I got stressed out. I felt anxious. And over the next day or so, I thought of similar situations of things that could go wrong. What I'm saying is that I allowed my imagination to use me, and because I did, I missed out. I got robbed of some of the joy of our trip. Same thing can happen to us on a daily basis. And so I want to ask you to join me in an experiment over the next week. Let's find out if we use our imaginations well or if we allow our imaginations to use us. Think about your metaphorical suspension bridges this week. When you feel anxious, when you feel stressed or maybe a little worried, are you looking at that bridge? Are you allowing your imagination to use you? What we don't want to happen is our imaginations to keep us from going places that are new and different. We don't want to let fear set us back, hold us back. So we want to learn to use our imaginations well. So let's go for it this week. Let's put this into practice. Let's apply it to our lives, and let's take the adventure of learning to use our imaginations well.